Hi, well I'm going to join what everybody else is joining with my list of non-essentials for crocheting, which I think are very essential to me. Well, first of all, what do I start with? I think first of all, what to start with, which is essential to me, is my glasses so I can see what I'm doing. And the cloth to clean them with. And very occasionally, when my eyes are very bad, the magnifying glass. What else do I have? Well, I have the pads and the pens. That one is one that Zee sent me. This is one that my friend Sarah made for me. You know, I think it's cute, that one. It's got a measuring tape along the bottom. I use these to write down notes and everything that I do. But unfortunately for me, when I write my own notes, I don't even understand them when I've finished them. But it's just one of the joys, isn't it? And then what's essential for me also is, because I really suffer with cold hands, cold feet. I got these from online somewhere, but they are pure wool and they are nice and warm. I've also got a pair of the, oh, I don't know where they are now, but those the pressure gloves, you know, in blue. I thought they were in my bag here, but they're not. I'll have to track them down somewhere. But they're essential for me. Well, for me anyway. Another essential for me, coffee. Hand cream. This is Soap and Glory. Don't know whether you get it in the US, but this is Soap and Glory. It can be any hand cream. I'm not that particular. I'm not that fussy. Also, foam, which is in a little plastic container, so I don't lose it amongst all my wool. My nieces bought me this from, I think we had an international market in Manchester. I think it was the German market. Yeah. Another of my essentials is my pot with my pens in. And then this is actually a caddy for your cutlery, you know, when you're washing and drying, for those of us who don't have dishwashers. And so it keeps the hooks that I normally use most, which are the crystal lights. I think they're Susan Bates. Yeah, they're Susan Bates hooks. You notice I've got the paddy things on them. I can't use a hook that's got those oh god, what they're like clover hook or anything, or even the swing ones, because I must crochet further down the hook. So I use these. I actually bought some cheaper ones that were on that one there, but they're not good. I need to buy some more of these. I think these are clover as well. I've also got my scissors, a selection of scissors in there. Trusty old tape measure. More glasses, in case I lose the glasses I've got in the first place. Nail file. I haven't got much in the way of nails, but whenever I snaggle one it drives me crazy. What else have I got? Oh, I've got, this is non-essential, but I find it very essential. It hangs around my neck, and it's a row counter. I also have the little pots we've got my stitch markers in. And I've got two of these now. One I'm keeping the Addy needle and, you know, the pick thing that you use. I got tempted by Erin into buying one of these with the darning needles in. It's a CB, I think it is, a chibi. It holds them in. I thought this is useful if I go out anywhere and I don't want to take the whole pot. I've got my self-threading needles in here because I'm blind as a bat. And I've got all my other sewing needles, including some, what you can see there are some plastic needles. Then another of my essentials is, you know, I've got a dog who tends to have hair everywhere. I use my little basket, you know, to put the wool I'm using in, to try and stop it rolling around the floor and, you know, getting hair all over everything. Another essential, which I don't need but I love, is Paris, my mannequin. And I've also got this one, who also, well, she usually wears a wig, she's not usually so scary. And then I've also invested in a baby one. Not sure why it's got a flat head, but that's it. And then another of my essentials, but I keep by my chair, is my little caddy, where I put the actual yarn in that I'm using at the moment, yeah? And that's that one. And then another essential is my toolbox. It's got in there my wrist guard for when my wrists are really bad. It's one of those neoprene ones. It's got some more crocheting hooks in a roll-up that I got made for me by a friend. It has the top that bends over and it rolls up. It's got my neck brace thing. Oops. If my neck's really hurting me when I'm bending over, it's got that in there. More hand cream, more scissors, more glasses. And that's like when you slide on a page, you know, to work out where you're up to on your pattern row. But it's also got knitting needle gauges in the middle, where you try what size your needle is. If you've got those kind of needles, you know, that you've worn off. What else have I got in here? Oh, I've got some pins, another tape measure, my lip silk, because my lips get very chapped. Oh, there's my blue gloves, the pressure gloves. They do actually work, you know, when your hands are hurting and aching. So. And what else have I got in here? Oh, I've got, those are the ones I bought that I don't like, the crochet grips. What else have I got in here? Oh, a little tube of Vaseline and some hand sanitizer. Not quite why I've got hand sanitizer in there, I really don't know. But it does help. Oh, I've got cable needles in there and a couple of stitch holders in case I want to knit. More pins. This time they've got yellow daisies on the top. I think the quilters pins. The only criticism I'll have of those is that they're very flimsy. They tend to bend when I'm pushing them into things. Also, which I can't find that should be in here, is I've got one of those cutters, you know, that hang around your neck in place of scissors when you're going anywhere. I think that's about it in my essentials. Another essential that I haven't got in there is my chocolate. Shouldn't be having it because I'm diabetic, but that is an essential to me. Yeah, I don't know where I've put that. I'm sure I'll find it. Anyway, that's more or less what my essentials are. Oh, and the light, we can see it on it. These spotlights are my essentials. I can't see anything. And this chair, of course, which is my, where's it going now? My rise chair. Woo. And I'm having a particularly bad day, I can rise up in the world, or I can go back down again. So I can put my feet up and lean back as well if I want to when I'm watching the TV. TV's over there, so I'm looking at it. Buster is my other thing I can't do without. He's just there. Can't do without him. So that's about it, really, I think. I can't think of anything else that I can't do without. Painkillers, but they're not listed as my crochet. Obviously I need patterns, pattern books, they're essentials, but they're just what everybody has, aren't they? Anyway, I think that's about it. If I think of anything else, I'll put it on the bottom. So, hello, bye for now, and I hope you're having a nice day. It's freezing and it's wet in the UK. What's new?